I've never been into MOBAs, the League of Legends, the Dota 2s. Hell, I even remember trying Heroes of Newerth at one point until, you know. They've just never clicked with me. One game I did enjoy was Smite, but it was a fleeting enjoyment as the game just kind of fell off for me while I was in trade school. But I was really looking forward to Smite 2's release as it was going to be a fresh start with a new MOBA that people were really looking... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. And then the funniest thing happened. I'm pushing the back of their base. Get fucked. Fuck me. Bitch. I'm teabagging the fuck out of that guy. No. You're not getting away from me. Deadlock came in swinging from the Raptors like Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12 and took me by complete surprise. Valve has created one of the most addicting shooters that I've played in years. This isn't Overwatch. This isn't Overwatch from Temu. This isn't Smite because, well, there's actually people playing it. This is a blend of third-person shooter, hero shooter, and MOBA, all wrapped into one package that, even though it's still in early development, plays as well as anything else I've seen on the market in this space. The game has a cast of characters like Overwatch does or any other hero shooter, but it throws away that holy trinity of tank, DPS, and healer and opts for a more traditional MOBA approach, giving you the ability to build out your character in a multitude of different ways. And one of the most unique approaches to this is their build system. You can browse builds in-game that other players have created and voted on, and the game gives you the guidelines for what abilities to purchase using these souls. For my FPS fans, that's the equivalent of people being able to upload their own builds and loadouts straight to the game, and then giving you the ability to just download the attachment builds right from the in-game menus like you're ordering a smorgasbord curated by the community. For those who are completely new to the genre, you collect souls by killing players, destroying minions in your lane, taking out towers that allow you to push forward towards the enemy's base, farming jungles, grabbing an urn that spawns on one end of the map and delivering it to the other side, and a multitude of other ways. Which is where a game like this shines over your typical hero shooter, at least in my opinion. You don't have to just get kills to be effective and level yourself up. You can play a bit more passive, killing jungles and minions to collect souls to purchase abilities, or you can just play Bebop and fuck people up. The other thing that Deadlock does well is the overall management of everything going on in the game. You have to worry about collecting souls, buying the right abilities, while also focusing on a map that has 4 lanes of minions clashing and moving towards the other team's base. Your objective is to move all of these lanes up, put enough pressure on the enemy base to take out the shrines and then their patron, and then you win the game. And while you're doing all of that, you have to worry about where your position is on the map and if you're strong enough to be able to take on a fight, or if you need to flee, you got to make sure you have enough stamina to be able to dodge roll out of sticky situations. And that's another thing. The movement in this game is fucking awesome. It's not overpowered and it doesn't have you flying all over the place, but if you're smart with your stamina and you're smart with the movement, you can get out of really sticky situations. Much like a MOBA, you're able to traverse the map in any way you see fit. Even in Deadlock, you can go up on a lot of the rooftops that you see in the game, and the verticality here is something that you just don't get in other games. And with Deadlock, you don't just teleport back to your base when you want to buy or heal or anything like that. You have access to a sky rail system that travels throughout the lanes, so the further your minions are pushed up, the more rail that you have access to, and you also have a speed boost that you can use on this sky rail system to move back and forth really quickly, but it has a really insane cooldown, so you have to make sure that the timing and the usage of that is done well so you don't pop it at a bad time, and then you need to get to a spot really quickly, and you can't. The game has a lot of little management mechanics that all stack up to a very strategic third-person online battle arena that's honestly like it's reaching a top spot for me in the multiplayer space right now because there's nothing else like it. When they first announced this game, everybody was shitting on it online, and I'll be honest, like I kind of got wrapped up in it too. It didn't look great from the clips that I saw on Twitter, but once you play it, it's a whole different animal. Now, admittedly, I haven't tried every character in the game, but I have been jumping around between a few different ones. Hayes with her ultimate that is very reminiscent of other games. McGinnis is my main with her turret spam and missile barrage ability. I've even been playing the newest hero that they dropped, Mirage, who has these scarabs you can throw at enemies, and you can teleport to any player that you can see on the map, friendly or foe. And that's the thing about Deadlock right now. You can only access the game by being invited from someone on your friends list who has access. So it's like this weird, like, locked up little club that you have to, like, know somebody to get in. But it's spread completely through word of mouth with no advertising, trailers, or sponsored content, and it's pulling an average of 80,000 players a day, and Valve is consistently updating the game with map changes, hero balancing, new heroes, and more. It feels like an organic early access experience where you don't have to pay money, you just have to play, give the devs feedback, and then play some more. And after the years and years of playing early access trash, or games that cost money and then are going to be in early access for decades on end, this is actually kind of refreshing. Now, it's not a tactical shooter, which is what this channel is kind of known for. It's not a third-person shooter that I would generally find myself playing, and truth be told, I went in thinking that I wasn't going to like it, and holy fuck. It's a game I've been playing every single night for the past few weeks, and it's a game that literally made me refund my Smite 2 purchase before even trying it. I bought the deluxe edition of Smite 2 because I was excited to jump into something like that. I saw the launch player numbers, the drama, the bad reviews, and now we just got wind that some of the Smite team is being laid off. This game came at a perfect time for me because it's free, it's fucking fun as hell, and it scratches an itch that I actually didn't know I needed scratched. And I already know there's gonna be a lot of people that think this video is sponsored. It's not. Like I said, Valve isn't really doing any like sponsorships or promotion or anything. I haven't seen like actual trailers be made. I don't even think Valve really even like announced the game. It kind of got leaked from an NDA'd playtest, and then there were murmurs that there was a new shooter coming out, and then it just kind of dropped. And again, even that is more like organic. You have to know somebody who knows somebody who can invite you. And like, if you think about it, it's a very unique way to roll out a game to the general public. So if you haven't had an opportunity to play the game, I suggest if you know somebody, if someone's on your friends list playing it, ask for an invite and try the game out for yourself because it's actually fucking awesome. And if Valve can nail the monetization, whether it's like a skin economy, you know, different outfits for these characters, I don't know what they're gonna do, but if they can replicate what they do with CSGO or CS2 and bring that to a game like this, it could be one of the biggest like MOBA style games on the internet. And like, I'm curious to see what's going to happen when this game does roll out to the general public and it's actually released. What's the comp scene going to look like? Is there going to be ranked? Is there going to be an esports scene for this? The potential here is pretty limitless, but the actual gameplay itself at the current moment is fucking awesome. If you guys end up liking the video, leave a like on it and subscribe down below for more content just like this. My name is Big Fry. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.